All right, everybody, welcome to the Clashing Conferences podcast.
What up?
I'm filling in for who's that?
Who is that?
Is
It's
that
the
Rick?
17-time NBA World Champion representative, Ric Flair. Woo! My boy Matt doesn't like to talk about the Celtics and talk a lot of trash, but tonight, Rick's going to do a lot of talking for Matt. Woo!
This is going to be fun.
I picked the wrong week to host. Just by the way, I'm here out of default because Dave's not available, so I'm filling in. But looks like we're going to have a special week this week. So just to keep things on track before this apparently gets a little wild, just remind everybody of the points we're at with the internal competition. We got Topher at 10, Mike at 4, Tony in the lead at 11, and Matt with 10. So Topher and Matt are tied. We will be getting into very shortly with picking the final selection, which will end up dictating the outcome of the internal competition. Tony, I know last week you were pretty certain you had this in the bag.
Well,
I do not think that's the
confused
case.
how I didn't get 3 points. We were all tied at 9. How do I not have 12?
Well, the scoreboard says 11, and we can challenge that.
I got
Are you challenging
3 points last week.
Are you throwing the challenge flag?
Are you throwing the challenge
I got 3
flag?
points last week. What are we talking about?
All right, so you got
I got
Boston.
Dallas, I got the Celtics, and I got the sweep.
All right.
I think he's right.
Challenge it.
I think he's right.
All right, we'll go back to the
That's
totals.
why I was saying it's in the bag. Like, I can't lose. You guys can't beat me no more. I win. Game over.
But
is
you
that
can.
true? Because Matt picked Boston as his bonus team to win, which is still in, and he could essentially get another bonus 5 points.
And what do you think, Rick?
When did bonus 5 points get introduced?
You think Matt's going to get those
conference?
5 points?
I think Tony should have learned a long time ago. When you knock a bad man down, you keep him down. Because if you don't, he's going to get back up and make you go, woo.
Listen, I'm down. Listen, I'm down for the WWE style screw job if it's better for the show. But I want all of you guys. I want to hear all you guys sit here and tell me there was a 5-point rule for him picking the Celtics to win a championship. When we all knew the Celtics were going to win a championship.
Well, hold on. You could have picked them. You could have picked them. You picked.
I'm picking for the show. Like I picked the Bucks for the show. What are we talking about?
I'm sorry, I laughed.
Tony.
Nobody said it was worth 5 points. If I would have picked the Celtics.
Then you should have read. You should have read the rules, and you should have.
So that's what I'm saying. I missed shit. I'm not acting
mad at us and cuss at us.
If you guys
on our
all tell
PG-13
me
pod.
there was a 5-point rule from the beginning, I'll concede. But otherwise,
hey,
there
was a 5-point rule from the beginning, but
I think
before I get accused of cheating again, thank you,
Clashing
Mike.
Conferences podcast.
Maybe Tony P should do a little more homework.
Was there a 5-point rule? Was there, Mike? Was there? Yes or no?
Yes,
There might not
and you
have been,
picked
Tony.
Milwaukee.
I don't know.
Absolutely
I'm all for the controversy, so there might not have been.
Well, hold on. We have another.
Mike's
special
usually the
guest
one that
here.
starts it.
We have another special guest here, and I'm sure he knew the rules because I'm sure he paid attention. Plus, he's a Knicks fan, so he's pretty smart. Anthony Douglas. Anthony Douglas, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Doing good,
Doing
man.
good. Doing good. It's good to see you.
Glad to have you on the show instead of just behind the scenes doing production work.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, and a special thanks to Anthony because, as you just noted, with Tony P, sometimes I have to stay up late doing a lot of extra editing. So he's been helping me out with some social media posts.
Nice.
My filtering needs with Tony.
So yeah, when he just dropped them F-bombs, can we bleep it out with a woo? That'd be pretty cool.
Well,
Don't encourage him. He'll be dropping them
I guess
twice
you're
as much
behind
the
the
rest of
scenes
the
guy. Never knew
episode.
about.
But Anthony, do you
That's
remember the rules to the contest? Did we get a bonus 5 for picking the correct team to win it all? I think we did that in the other contest too.
I believe it was because it was the early prediction and it was like the one before. Because if you make the one now, it's still going to be like 1 or 2 points, whatever it is.
Right.
But because it was at the beginning, it's worth so much more.
So
Exactly.
Anthony, thank you for being a better fan than Tony's a participant.
Okay, well,
we
first off,
appreciate it.
Screw you guys. You're going to get another view on that YouTube episode because I'm fucking going back and I'm going to watch it.
There's another
with the Whooooo. Anthony,
Sorry, Rick.
We're
Sorry,
going to
Rick.
throw the flag. We're going to throw the
Anthony,
flag.
nice to meet you. You're a Knicks fan. You cost me money. I just want you to know that, just like Topher, your team choked. How are you? So what? So like, obviously, I don't know you. Like, what's you're a Knicks fan. What's your story behind the Knicks? How big of a 1 to 10? How invested were you in this team this year? Like, how did your season go? Like, tell me about it.
Well, Melo's my favorite player of all time, so that's why I'm a Knicks fan. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Is he better than Brunson?
Yes.
Talent wise. What about just talent wise?
Melo.
No.
That man's gonna score from any side of the floor you want. How about that?
Did you hate?
Are you saying Brunson can't do that?
But Anthony,
No, it's just that
You saying
Melo
you
was
don't got
awesome.
left?
did you hate my take of what Brunson has done in a Knick uniform compared to what Melo did in a Knick uniform?
No, it's very close. It's super close. I'm not saying anybody's like over it. It's just Melo's my favorite player because my name is his last name. When I was like 6 years old, I thought that was awesome.
And your dad told us that.
Stop trashing Brunson, man.
He's not. Me and Anthony had some talks.
Hey, Rick.
Dude, my dad rips into me about the Knicks.
Who's better, Brunson or Melo?
I mean, obviously, I want to say Melo.
Well, considering that one has only made it to the Western Conference Finals one time in his entire career, I'm going to have to go with the lefty southpaw they call Jalen Brunson.
Right.
That's fair.
Hey, Melo's used to cooking your team, so I know you're salty.
Oh, but hold on 1 second. Let's not forget that Kevin Garnett also knows that Carmelo's ex-wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. Don't forget about that, okay?
But Rick, let me ask you one thing. The media coverage didn't put this out, but Melo told him to meet him after in the locker room. He never showed up.
Listen, I don't know about anything backstage because if anything happened backstage, Rick would have been back there and been all about it, and I would have been.
Melo's there. There's picture evidence of him by the Celtics tunnel, and KG never showed.
It might have been him getting on his own bus. We don't know.
I do remember that.
No, he was in the Celtics tunnel.
He did. I do remember that.
I heard he wore a Celtics nightie to bed at night. So,
all right,
that's great.
So that's his boy. That's his favorite player. So.
2 Anthonys on this show. I don't know. I feel like we're at the handsome contest right now. This is too much.
So, Anthony, while we're still on the topic of the Knicks and before we go on to the Celtics and everything, can you answer this question for me? If a team has a 2-0 series lead and also a 3-2 series lead, do you consider that a choke? Yes or no?
No, because you forget the fine print that our entire team got hurt.
Okay. But if another team did that, would you consider that a choke?
Yeah, it was certain. No, what 2-0? That doesn't mean anything. It just means you won at home. Congratulations. Or if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, you didn't, and you just somehow almost choked that too.
I mean, the way I look at it, you had 3 chances to close out the series. You go up 3-0, you close out that series. No team has ever come back from that.
We didn't go up
3-2 series. You could close it out in Game 6. Didn't close it out in Game 6. You lost by 30 points. Got your teeth kicked in. Game 7 in the Garden. You talked a lot of shit. Oh, and also you teamed Justin Black to kill Indiana, and then you
did not dress up. I mean, it don't even matter.
Game 7 didn't even show up in the Garden. And classic fashion. Never led.
First of all, your team also lost to this team in dramatic fashion
100%, 100%.
So don't act like you guys are any more special than us.
And they did spank you one night, I believe.
Yeah,
I mean, they spanked us many nights.
If we played anybody else other than Philly first round, where Bogdanovich doesn't break whatever he got broken by a dirty
had nothing to do with Thibodeau, right? Nothing to do with Thibodeau.
Mitchell Robinson doesn't get his ACL pulled down by Joel Embiid on his ass. So that should have been kicked out of the game, and he didn't get kicked out.
Oh, man, Anthony. God.
And OG got hurt on a bad play. That's not his fault.
Who the hell invited this guy?
Anthony, does your father approve you of being Topher 2.0?
Anthony,
I don't think he would tolerate this.
Anthony, who's your favorite football team?
It's the Commanders.
Is it the Commanders? Can you replace your dad on the NFC podcast, please? Can you please replace your dad on the NFC? He's busy anyway. He has to do Atlanta Braves and all that. Dude, come on over to the NFC East podcast.
Hey, I'll step in again.
All right.
I'll step in again.
Yeah.
So, Anthony, Anthony, you're a Knicks fan, a Commanders fan, or are you a fan of any other sports teams? Baseball or anything?
The Braves.
The Braves? All right, so then you got your championship to the Braves. I was going to...
That minor league team was there when you were growing up, right?
Yeah, that's why. My dad was a Richmond Braves fan, so I became one too. And it's like literally like historic for where I live. So pretty cool. And then the same thing with the Commanders is training camp was literally in the city and I worked it. So that was pretty cool.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So Tony, let me try to get this back to you a little bit. What was your experience like this season with your team? I know there was some playoff hopes there for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
This group thought we were going to have some like deep playoff competition with inside the people here, and that didn't pan out. I know there were some statements by you about maybe some money being lost. So what was your emotions like this season?
I mean, you can't say anything besides major disappointment right now, and a lot of question marks going forward with this team. Like, I mean, going into it, I would say we definitely thought we were the second best team in the East. Like, I mean, the Celtics were always there, and we knew it. Like, I would say we were projected to be second, and I don't know how we came out. I guess we got hot off the start. I kind of don't even remember it as far as like that being the season's so long. I don't even remember it being that part of it. But I know ever since we started the pod, my team was a below 500 team. We're paying 3 coaches right now to coach our team, and we have no draft picks.
You brought that up a lot. You're sore about that.
He is sore about that.
Yeah, I'm sure about that. Who just got fired? The Suns are about to hire Mike Budenholzer and get paid from the Bucks next year. Still, yeah, I'm a little sore about that. When your team, like, we have, listen, these are realistic things about my team. We have no.
They suck.
Oh. Okay, come on. Seriously, they don't suck. They're legit. They're in the East every year. They don't suck. We're not the Hornets.
It was just
right?
the right thing to say.
They're never gonna suck.
Mike catching a stray.
As long as we have Giannis, we're gonna be in it.
Oh, I see he's playing in the Olympics, so I'm just pissed about that.
Listen, Topher, you'll get your time to talk about the Knicks.
Let him get his points out.
This is my time. This is my time.
I love being on this side of it.
All right. So, no cap space. We don't have any draft picks till 2033. Dame does not want to be on our team. Our star player legit hates our city and wants to go live the high life in Miami or LA. So we're going to have to trade him for peanuts on the dollar. And we have no bench. None of the players on our bench are good.
You said until 2033?
Oldest roster in the NBA.
You don't have a pick till 2033?
We traded all our picks for Drew Holiday, and then we traded all our picks
have some picks because there's rules on how many consecutive years you can make trades.
Every other year we have...
You get swaps or something?
Yeah, every other year we have a pick, but the second they can trade it away, they trade it away. Like, they don't have nothing. So, I mean, that's why I always say, like, if I were them, I'd just sign, like, the best 12 unsigned people that didn't get drafted. But, I mean, there's not a lot of good hope. I mean, I look at teams and so in 2K, I know this is not realistic, but in 2K, I traded Dame, and my choices were Tyrese Maxey, Jamal Murray, and Trey, the guy from Atlanta, Trey Young. But I don't think that's realistic.
That's as realistic as it would get.
Dude, those are some good players. I don't think any of those teams would do that trade right now.
For who?
For who?
For Dame.
Dame, maybe you don't have any picks.
I don't think teams are hanging up the phone immediately.
But maybe if he wants to go to Miami, maybe we can get like a Jimmy Butler. But I mean, I don't know.
You want Jimmy Butler?
There's a lot of questions.
That'd be nice.
Sixers want Jimmy Butler right now.
I heard that. I heard that. Yep.
I'm just trying to think of like players we could get. We need you watched the playoffs this year. Who were the best players in the playoffs? It was Luka, it was Edwards, it was Shea, like it was Brunson. There are all these guys who are 25 and younger. And we don't even have a 25 and younger player on our team. And Jason Tatum.
What if we gave you
Isaiah Thomas and Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, whatever. Let's go Celtics. We're gonna get another Banter, win me some money at least.
Man, you're dropping some F-bombs.
Sorry, my
simmer
time.
down.
Go to the next team. Go to the Hornets. Mike, tell us about the Hornets.
Hey, real quick, I gotta ask you something. Would you give us Giannis for Hartenstein and Randall?
Are you serious with that?
I'm just curious. I mean, you need younger players. You need good players.
You didn't even offer me like one of your top 4 best players. Are you serious?
Randall are like supposed to be our star.
Randall hasn't played in like 3 years. Are you kidding me?
He's still our 4th best player.
Randall was having Anthony back me up. Randall was having a great year. He had an amazing January.
He was averaging a double.
He was having his best year as a Knick.
Okay, if we're gonna
we would have beat the Celtics in the playoffs.
Do you guys really think Randall has any trade value?
Yeah,
like,
Rick.
Anything?
I said it.
A guy a max player who hasn't played in 2 years?
He's played.
He literally played this season. What do you mean?
What do you mean he hasn't played? He was having his best season as a Knick.
When this year?
Yes.
Knickerbocker.
Yeah,
when was his last game? When was his last
January?
Like the end of January, when we were the best team in the NBA, when we were like 16-2 and played the best defense.
Like 25.
So we beat Denver by 38.
And counts as a best.
It was the same argument as
I think everything I just said was true,
so
right,
much
Anthony?
Usage on a shit team.
Oh, stop it!
He's averaging 26 and 10.
Who? Yeah.
Randall.
Imagine that with Brunson's 30. We would have beat the Celtics in the playoffs. If we would have been healthy, we would have beat everybody.
There's probably 200 guys in the league that could average 26 and 10.
I know,
Topher,
this is about to go down an endless rabbit hole. So
we're talking GMs. Like,
I was thinking about that the other night.
Differently than you guys.
I just asked you a little question. All I said was, would you do that? You would get a little younger.
No, Topher, I would not even. Topher, I wouldn't give you the answer. I would hang up the phone in 2 seconds. That is a joke of a trade.
You could keep Lillard.
You have to at least offer me Josh Hart or Brunson or like who else?
You're not getting Brunson.
You ain't getting Brunson.
Josh Hart and Brunson on the same level.
Those are your 3 best players.
All right, what if I gave you Randall and Hart
and Ragu?
I don't want Randall. I don't want Randall. I
don't want to get rid of Randall.
All right, hold on. Let's get this train back on track.
I know. Let's talk about the Hornets.
Hold on.
We need some Hornets talk.
Before we go to the Hornets, I want to know Rick's take on Milwaukee season.
Well, I think Tony's a little jealous of Mike Budenholzer because he's living off of 2 contracts, which can only mean one thing, that he is styling and profiling with Milwaukee's money in his pocket. So I'd be mad too, Tony. I'd be very mad.
Mm-hmm.
Also, your prehistoric dinosaur old home team has no chance because by the time they get a draft pick, everybody on the Milwaukee Bucks is going to be retired.
Yeah.
So, Tony, you better get your AARP card ready because guess what, buddy? That's the only way you're going to be able to watch these guys play in about 10 years when they're playing at the old folks' home or at the YMCA. That's about it.
I was trying to give you 2 starters and get you a little younger, and you're mad at me.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Julius Randle is not younger. How old is? I really need to see Julius Randle's stat sheet right now because I want to see games played, age, and how much he makes.
Sorry, host.
Because those are 3 things that I think are no bueno.
All right, Tony, you got your wish, buddy. Pass it on the mic. Let's hear about the Hornets.
We can keep the Hornets pretty short. Our season sucks. The lottery sucks. We fell from supposedly getting a top 3 pick all the way to 6th. LaMelo Ball sucked. Played
trade him right now. You got to trade
games.
Him, right? You got LaMelo Ball. What are you doing with him? Are you keeping him, trading him?
He should be able to score 40, 50.
We're keeping him. He's not going anywhere.
He should be able to score 40, 50 a night, man. You don't got nobody else to shoot the ball. You should.
Do you remember what LaMelo Ball did when they were giving him all that usage his rookie year? He was the man, Chris.
He should be doing it every week, all doing it, carrying your team, making the playoffs. See, that's the other thing you're forgetting. You trashed Brunson, but we made the playoffs. We were the number 2 seed. We had all these injuries.
We're talking about the Hornets right now.
I just wanted to just put that out there. Dude,
he literally had 20 seconds to talk about the Hornets.
I got to get some digs in because you guys rob me all the time. How about the dude that
Those
you just said?
Digs. That's just you talking about the Knicks.
How about the dude? How about the dude you just said, how come he didn't do nothing for us? We trade him to another team and he can do all this stuff. How come he wasn't scoring 40 a night and carrying you to the playoffs? Anybody can do it.
Who are you talking about?
You just said it like last
The
week.
ball.
Yeah, last week you said, man.
He said anybody like LaMelo Ball who would get that much usage could score 40 points tonight and carry his team
And make the playoffs and be the number 2 seed.
I don't know if I ever said anybody was going to average 40 points a night. I don't think anybody can average 40 points a night. But there's a hell of a lot of players in the league that could go out
Brunson did
on
like
a single night and put up 40 points in a night.
What was it, Anthony? Like the last 12 games of the season, I think he averaged like a double, 40 and something. He was like ridiculous. I think him and like Jordan and one other person are like the only people in NBA history to do it.
Who are you talking about, Brunson?
Brunson did that. Yeah, he did.
Why are we talking about the Knicks?
Mike, I want to hear about your Hornets.
Because Mike's saying he's not good. He can just do it because all you got to do is give him all the uses. Well, where's your guy with all the usage, scoring all these points and carrying you to the second seed?
Nobody in Charlotte this year got that kind of usage.
Why?
We didn't have one guy that we just gave the ball to every time down the court. Most teams don't, Topher.
Make it Grant Williams.
We have other guys scoring points. We had. All right, it's fine.
Okay, so here are my questions I want to know about the Hornets. If Ball's got to be up for a contract, right?
No, I think we just.
So are you signing him to a max deal?
Yeah. You got no choice. Okay. You're giving him money.
Okay.
Wow.
Who are you picking with? You got what? The 6th pick? What are you doing with that?
Wow.
Trading up, trading down, picking
somebody? I got trash for giving people max deals. Go ahead. Mo Ball ain't on none of our guys. Like, go ahead. Just go ahead. He sucks. Go ahead.
I mean, that's a good take. That's a solid take.
I'm gonna kill you next year. I'm gonna kill you next year if they give him a max deal.
Okay, so what are you doing with your draft?
He's getting a max deal. He should be able to score 40 a night.
I don't know. There's talk of Klingon out of UConn at 6.
Yeah.
Falling to us possibly. That would be fine with me. He would.
Why don't you trade up? Just get back up the board and trade back up. Take 6 and
stop dropping the F word.
I'm sorry. We're gonna woo it in. It's gonna be great.
Do you know how much work it takes for me to woo it in?
We're gonna woo it in.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. And I'm only
Tony, are you French? Are you French?
No.
What's all this we stuff?
Woo.
That's pretty good.
All right. Well, hey, is there anything with the regular season anybody wants to kind of throw out there that has nothing to do with Brunson?
What?
It's like
I was going to say Brunson MVP.
Where should he have been, Anthony? Where should he have fell in the voting? Right where he did, or you think he should have been a little more?
He got besides Brunson, so he just talks about Brunson.
He got more points than Tatum, so I mean it was deserved.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think he was an MVP. Let's be honest. Let's calm down here for a second. Let's calm down.
No, he wasn't the MVP. Wasn't MVP. No. I just said he should have been in the talks, and I got killed for it.
Oh, he
killed for it. Your dad even killed me for it.
Well, because my dad's a Blazers fan, and he happens to be kind of an idiot.
So here's the truth. Here's the truth about Brunson.
I'm so feeling that getting clipped for IG.
He's in the MVP talk. He's just closer to like
he's gonna do it.
He's the one.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What'd you say, Tony?
I'm saying he's in the MVP talk. We agree. Like, he's a top 10 player, but he's just closer to 10 than he is to 1. Like, that's all we're saying.
I have a question for Michael Jones.
Mike who?
Mike Jones. Can't clone me. Mike Jones. This is a trivia question. Which team beat the Bucks and the Knickerbockers in the playoffs?
I mean, do we have to limit that to this year, or can we go all time?
Just this year, baby.
Oh, all right, Celtics.
No, incorrect. No. That was going to be a bonus. The answer to that question was the Indiana Pacers. The bonus question was going to be, what team made Indiana say, woo? And that was the Boston Celtics.
The Boston Celtics.
Okay, guys, I only got a couple more. I only got a couple more minutes. We got to talk about like our picks for the.
You're gonna lose anyway, Tony. Don't worry. The screw job is in.
We got to talk about our picks.
All right, Tony. Let's start with you, bud. Who do you got winning the finals, and in how many games?
Okay, so I'm just gonna be upfront about all this. I have I don't bet. When I make bets, I don't go crazy with my bets. I have a high amount of money on the Celtics for myself. But this is what I will say. I'm an analytics guy, Topher. I know you are an analytics guy. Every time I usually make large bets, I lose. So I am going with the analytics and going with the way I know my record is. And I'm going to take Dallas in 7.
Wow.
Go, Tony.
Officially off the bandwagon. You
Yep.
have been replaced, Tony.
Yeah.
Topher.
No vacancy
Who you got
on the bandwagon.
And my next, well, I was going to take Dallas in 7. I really was. And the reason being is I like Luka's like playing better than anybody right now. He's like leading everybody in the playoffs in every single category. He's a monster. And Kyrie, we talked a bunch of smack on him last week. We had some fun, but Kyrie is not that Kyrie right now. He's playing like a leader, a superstar, or Joe, and that team is good. We all underestimated them except for Tony. I was going to take them in 7. I think they're going to beat them. I think they're hot right now, but I need points, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to say, I'm going to say them still because I can't let Matt get 5. So them in 6. And we'll say Dallas in 6.
Hold on. So I have to play points too because apparently Matt gets 1,000,000 points because the Celtics win.
You do.
Unsurmountable points. I'm gonna have a 2-point lead, and it's not gonna matter if I pick the Celtics anyways.
You
so
did.
I might as well pick Dallas because this is rigged. This is rigged. Vince McMahon behind the scenes wants to pull the strings so Ric Flair can win the championship. When I'm over here earning my hard-earned money week in and week out, and you're trying to screw me over. Dallas in 7, in your face. I can't wait to see you cry next week, man. And I'll be crying with you because I'll be broke.
Well, I thought you bet on Dallas.
Yeah.
No, I bet on the Celtics.
So, Chris, Dallas in how many games again?
I'm gonna say 6 just to get another point, but I don't think I would. I can't win. If he has 12, I can't beat him.
Hey, Topher, if you pick 6, that means they win in Dallas. Like that. I mean,
That's
if
fine.
they're going to win, might as well win in Dallas, right?
I am feeling confident they're going to win the series. I do.
Mike, how you calling it?
I mean, the Celtics are a bandwagon, man.
I'm riding with Dallas as well, and I'm very excited to get. I am very excited to get Tony P's blessing on that because I was going to ask for it before I put any money on that deal. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you already put money on the Celtics, but they're going to lose because I'm definitely going with Dallas. I like the odds. I can't believe that the odds makers have Dallas as such an underdog. They have been destroying. They played way better competition than the Celtics this year.
100%,
so far.
man.
They have the best player on the floor, which when it comes to the playoffs, in my opinion, and I said this from the day when we started this podcast, when you get to the playoffs, you need the best player. You can't be the Knicks where you got a good team and you got a bunch of decent players together, like,
your team
playing
can't
really
even
good
make the
basketball.
playoffs.
I don't know, man.
Stud players.
Do you know
and Luka's the best player on the court?
He's killing it.
They got a healthy team, which the Celtics may not have a healthy team right now. And since the trade, they got the best team in basketball. I can't believe that the Mavs are such underdogs.
How many games you got them in?
6.
This is banana towns. You know what? Can I switch back to the Celtics? Or
No, you cannot.
I would not have expected everybody here to take Dallas.
Rick, are you picking for Matt?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Who's he got?
I mean, there's only one team that has just gone through each round and made everybody go, woo, when that clock hits 0. We all know that team is Boston. Now,
that same team that hadn't played anybody with their superstar yet.
Same team that hasn't played any superstars, but as they always say, you fight the man they put in front of you. And what did we do? We got out the brooms, swept Indiana right under the refrigerator. We beat Pat Riley and put him in the hole that he belonged in. And Cleveland, I don't even want to talk about Cleveland. Nobody cares about Cleveland.
You destroyed their team.
All that's left is a little team called Dallas, full of cowboys and cowgirls and cowpokes. And one of them thinks that the earth is flat. Well, hopefully that's what his heartline will be doing when we win this in 6, baby, because it's going to be Celtics in 6, and we're going to have a parade. Woo!
Well, I mean, really, the title fight is Ric Flair versus Kyrie Irving, because, I mean, it's going to be Kyrie versus Boston, game 1, I'm telling you right now.
Hey, Anthony, I know you're not in the competition, but how you seeing it going?
I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I have Celtics in 7. I don't think Luka, even though he's in the finals right now, is never going to win a championship.
Whoa, that's a bold
Wow.
statement.
I know it's very bold, and I understand that, but I have been saying that for years, and now Kyrie
He's
is supposed
like
to come.
24.
Okay, and 24 years of him not winning a championship. I mean, same thing. I don't think he
Yeah,
plays
you
the
win
way
when he
you
was
need.
6. Apologize, Luka. We're sorry.
The only reason that they are in the finals is because of Kyrie. Luka doesn't help his team. Kyrie is just absolutely cooking.
Dude, Luka,
Man, if you had a
over
chance to get
OKC.
Luka on the Knicks, you'd be drooling.
Take him in a
Dude,
heartbeat.
Luka took
you would.
over OKC.
You'd
in
give
that
up
series.
Ragu for him.
I'd want him with Brunson, but I would give a lot.
Yeah.
I would do anything. I would give a lot.
Yeah,
Alright, so,
you give up
hold on,
everybody on your
Jover.
team for Luka. So would
Would
any
you
of them.
give up
Jover,
Brunson
you
for
would
him?
From
trade,
that.
you would
Not
trade,
Brunson.
you wouldn't trade Brunson for Luka?
No, I'd want to put them together.
I'd trade.
Yeah,
They
Giannis for
were.
Luka. I'd trade.
Yeah,
Giannis for
imagine
Luka.
if they were on the
Yeah.
same
I
team.
thought I screenshotted this the other night, but I think he is straight up. I was going to look at it. He is leading everybody in every category, I think, in the playoffs. Like Luka's playing out of his mind. I would say that is helping and carrying that team, man. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did want to say, but I know what Mike's going to say is, I think Brunson was out for like a week, and Brunson had him in a couple of those categories, and Luka played for like a week after him. But you're going to say that's because he takes 700 shots a night and blah, 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 blah.
1,648.
But he was
does
also
Luka,
hurt.
So does Luka. So Luka
Yeah,
takes
so does
There's a number
Luka.
you can
What?
attach to it if you want. It's
does
the
Luka.
most
But
shots that anybody took.
Yeah.
Luka also
in
complains
many
way
years.
too much.
But he was also hurt,
So
and
does
he also
Jason
didn't have
Tatum.
anybody else. And I
So
would
does
argue,
Jason Tatum.
Hey,
dude,
I could go
The
on all
Celtics
day.
complain just as much as
I could
anyone.
go
when you're
on
the
all
only
day about how
option,
terrible
teams should
he
be able to
is.
shut you down. And the fact that they couldn't stop him still, that's crazy.
Well,
All right, fellas.
You can't shut people down in the NBA anymore. The way the rules are set up,
We're going to
it's
shut down this
all
first
geared
half.
towards offense.
How about that? Let's shut
Hold
down
on,
this first
hold on,
half.
because I gotta go, Mike.
Good idea, host.
You're going Dallas for real?
Yeah, Tony.
Like Mikey Mike style, like
I'm get healthy on it, buddy.
The
I
gambler
like
style.
Dallas.
all right, dude. Good luck, man.
All right,
Good
so
luck.
when we come back for the second half, we got two things. We got another round of flashing bashing for whoever's
right.
remaining on the screen. Tony, I don't think will be with us for the second half. Rick will. Rick will also give his thoughts and opinions on the upcoming finals match with the Boston Celtics that him and Matt have been repping. So look forward to that. Before we go, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Remind everybody, this platform is for the everyday sports fan. Sports, fun, banter. That's what we do. Everybody comes on here. We have a fun time. It's a good time.
A blast.
The platform for everybody to get on and just do exactly what you're seeing here. We want to grow this thing, so we're looking for more teams, more participants. Everybody can help by either joining a group, watching the groups, liking us, subscribing to the YouTube channels, social media, all that stuff.
Subscribe.
Donations are appreciated, as all this stuff is
Come on, Rick.
not free and costs a lot of money, and we're putting it out there for everybody. So any support you guys can give us, we appreciate it. With that being said, thank you guys for a great first half. I don't think I do too bad hosting. What do you think, Mike?
You could do it full time.
All right.
You have to hire an assistant producer.
I can't with Tony cursing as much as he did. It just increased my production time now. So
I went on a good.
You're definitely going to be up all night tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So we'll be right back to the second half. Thank you.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Just a few quick reminders for everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And check out our fellow podcaster, Jim Montgomery, with This Day in Philly Sports History. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the second half of the Clashing Conferences podcast. Rick Flair is still with us. Thank you, Rick, for joining us today. And it's great that you joined us today because we have a flashing bashing prepared. I usually do this behind the scenes. You're going to see me clicking buttons. don't. Give me a second.
Listen, content manager, anytime Ric Flair shows up.
All right, you guys
It's
know
a
the
good time.
rules. We're going to flash some pictures, and you just give me the first thoughts that come to your mind.
Is that Shaggy?
That's Carlton and Steve Urkel.
Whoa, that's Stephon Urkel. Whoa.
Looks like a NBA Celebrity Game All-Star Classic.
That's way
that's
too
like
old for
the
me.
old school Jordan shirt.
Yeah. Yep. They were the ones he like wore in Michael Jordan's playground.
They were like nasty. They were actually good, weren't they? Like
they were cool.
That trophy
I
might have
liked
been
them.
legit.
I like that one.
They're not beating the Fresh Prince and Uncle Phil. I know that.
Oh man, he was dancing.
Chris's shoes.
Yeah, he was dancing with wolves, baby.
Wait, whose shoes are those?
That's Kyrie.
That's Kyrie. I know.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to ask you guys if you've seen him last time, and when you did, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I was thinking, oh, what's he doing? Dancing with wolves?
What the heck? What is going on there, man?
Those are absolutely disgusting. Only somebody from Duke would make those. I'm not going to lie.
It's like a Yeezy
I
moccasin.
saw those in the discount aisle at Payless.
It looks like something Ric Flair would wear, to be honest.
Oh, no. I'm always wearing alligators. No.
I'm laughing at Tony P's internet, bro.
This was literally proof today. There was 2 of him.
Tony P's internet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tony's internet's undefeated.
Yep.
He
is
beats
not
him every
silent and
episode.
profiling. Nope.
This is actually
His internet came
IT
over on the
company,
Mayflower.
2 tin cans, and this is the thing they hand out. And when I saw that, I was like, that is Tony P's internet.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He's lagging and dragging, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Still on those AOL CDs.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Is that Iverson in a New York Giants jacket? What the heck's going on here?
Sixers jacket, but okay.
Yeah, I know. I get it because it did look like the Giants and the chain on his neck. But yeah, that's a Sixers jacket. Little
And
penny
I can't
statue,
see
man.
what's going on in this right half of that picture. It looks like a half naked dude with just his waist for me. Anybody see his head? What's going on there?
It's Anthony Hardaway and Little Penny.
Yeah, remember
that's
a
Iverson,
couple episodes
that's
ago.
Iverson with the Little Penny statue.
Yeah, you said your boy made a comment saying that it was Little Penny.
Yeah, Don Wampler
That's
told
hilarious.
me that. Yeah.
Anthony, do you even know who Little Penny is?
Yeah, I mean, I know who.
Dude, they had Little
that
Penny
is,
commercials.
like-
It was awesome.
It looks pretty
It
cool.
was awesome.
This stuff is way before my time.
Mike, that's crazy because I thought New York Giants too, but that's Iverson in a Sixers jacket.
I heard he went home and burned it later that night.
Yeah, that thing's about as ugly as them new Giants uniforms.
Wow, here we go.
All right, guys, ready?
I'm not getting the whole pictures. I don't know what's wrong with my
This one's for you,
my
Mike.
thing here. I see Grandmama though. I see like a half of a Grandmama anyway.
Game of Mom, Michael Jordan.
That's some 90s
and
90s era Hornets right
so
there. That's our
Grandmama,
golden era.
Charlotte starter jacket, and a picture of Michael Jordan in a Hornets outfit.
Gear, yeah.
And it says you have to remove one from Charlotte's existence forever.
Who's the top left?
Please, are you kidding me? It's Jordan. I hate to say it. He's not the Jordan of owners. I think I said that in a previous podcast. It
yes, you did.
True forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not getting it done.
No, he's gone. We got new owners as of a couple months ago.
Man, it's
that
bad that you would take a 90s jacket over having Jordan. It was that bad.
Whoa, that jacket is top 5.
Yeah, all kinds of people love that jacket. Nobody loved Jordan as a Hornets owner.
Love it, 100%. Dude, 100%.
People that weren't even Hornets fans rocked that jacket.
My dad has that.
Said you were cool.
I think I
and
might
there's
have
Jordan fans.
1995 as a 12-year-old kid in your neighborhood. You were cool if you had a Hornets starter jacket.
There's fans that did not like the Hornets wearing that, and there's Jordan fans that would agree with Mike.
Also, the kind of thing that Ric Flair would wear.
Ooh,
the Grandmama
Rick
dress.
bought 20 when they came out.
See?
Looks like he's wearing Rick's outfit.
Is that Stevie Nicks?
It's Kid Rock.
Oh,
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, once when I was 6, my mom put me in pink pants.
Is he drinking
the
a?
only pink he needs is a robe.
I don't
Is he drinking?
I don't get his vibe. Like,
is he drinking a Bud Light? Nah, it's probably a Miller Light.
it might be a Bud Light. I don't know.
I think it's the color. It's a Miller Light.
Like
He got some good songs.
He
though.
grew up
I like
hip
some of
hop, like on turntables, like the whole shebang, and then he went like this rock mix. Now he's like this pimp cowboy.
Pimp cowboy, I love it.
He had some country music
all over the place.
That's what everybody goes to when their career hits the wall.
His wasn't at the wall though at the time. Whoa,
Ooh,
that's awesome.
What have we here?
A Ninja Turtle tattoo. That's pretty sweet.
Ooh.
Like,
Loser of the
somebody's
competition
really,
has to get that.
It's awesome.
selling
I
like
like wearing that.
bonga.
You see, they're just selling like basketball gear with Ninja Turtles. Like you can get a like a Ninja Turtles wearing Knicks gear. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for a specific reaction for this one.
Go Mets.
Stupid Mets.
Kind of looks like the Knicks.
I was just gonna say, I wish it wasn't the same colors.
Mm.
Can you do
look
something about that, Steven?
You would look good in a Brunson jersey.
Can it say Mets instead of New York?
No, I'm
Oh,
still, I'm
is that
still
the
not sure
reaction
with the
you were looking
copyright
for?
laws what I'm allowed to do. So we go with the city names.
What reaction did you want?
Yeah, the
The fact that Mike is going to be in the third straight season of the podcast.
Oh yeah, what's
dude,
up?
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Constantly complaining that he's forced into doing these things.
I'm an Iron Man.
Yeah, and he's now the first person that's going to do 3 straight groups.
Yeah, he got. Yeah. Congrats, Mike. You're the man.
And I
Looking forward to it. I'm gonna represent yet another shitty team.
I can't wait. I can't wait to watch.
And it's still
you're
only
like-
taking guilt trips, not money. So I'm pretty excited.
Your career in this podcast is just not fantastic with your team.
My career in my lifetime, Anthony, since I was 7 or 8 years old in 1986, has been pretty much a nightmare sports wise.
Damn.
Whew.
Ooh, indeed.
Why? I knew
Yes.
something was coming.
This should be a picture in every flashing bashing, no matter the sport. Like if you're gonna do 10 flashing bashings a year in the baseball podcast, this should be in all 10.
This is literally the picture that like started.
That started
almost
clashing
everything.
conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Greg takes everything so personal. Like, I just support I'm loyal. I'm not a Sixers fan. Greg, the playoffs weren't even over, and Greg was on to the Phillies, and the Knicks overtook like their stadium. Like, that's how they are. They're not loyal. I support my players, and he's gonna have a good year this year. I can't wait.
No.
Is that a Minotaur?
It's half Jones, half goat.
I know that
Should have put a horse's
Or
right there on the other side. That
some
would have been
might
better.
say it's half goat, half goat.
No.
Now, see, I didn't even say that. I didn't even. It's not.
Don't
I'm
be
not,
of all time.
I'm not taking the bait. I'm not doing it.
I'm going to be honest.
Well, you
that
just
was
know that
an
David
epic,
Jones.
that was an absolute
like him. He's a
epic
good
fail for
quarterback.
flashing bashing. I got to be honest. So
Hmm?
I don't know if it was because I was on here or what, but that one didn't go as well as I planned.
It's because Tony P wasn't here. Blame him.
I mean, there wasn't. I don't know. I thought.
I thought you guys were more creative than that. I'm going to be honest. Rick, come on, Rick. You had nothing.
Hold on now.
Rick, you gonna take that?
Well,
Listen.
it's time for Rick to have his shining moment.
Yeah, we're almost out of time.
Yeah, so Rick, I just want to say thank you for coming on because we love Matt. Matt's been awesome to be on here. But he has this little bit of humbleness to him and this reservedness that we just been trying to jab and pull out of him. And I was told by you that come to save the day.
Listen, I know that there's a great American hero that goes by the name of Hulk Hogan, but I think everybody might be forgetting that there is another great American hero, and his name goes by Matt. So when he called me and said, Rick, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to come in here and talk some cash trash about my Celtics because I've been taking it easy on these guys. I said, absolutely, because when you bring the 16-time champion with the 17-time champion, there's only one outcome that can occur, and that's making everybody go.
So what happens if they lose?
We might have to we might have to all take turns and watch our friend Matt and keep an eye on him because he might be one of the saddest bears of all time. That will make me go boo, not woo.
Everybody took, other than Anthony, but Anthony's not on here every week. Everybody took Dallas, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand everybody wants to get on the bandwagon. I understand it's not cool to pick the team that was picked to win it all the way. But I think everybody is forgetting that we are bringing out the Latvian unicorn out.
It's coming back.
Play. He's going to come out here. He's going to stretch the floor. He's going to block shots. Big Al's going to get those threes. Giroux is going to bring that championship etiquette. Joe Mazzulla's going to jump out there and do some Tai Chi and grab an arm and snap it. I don't know what's going to happen.
But can the Latvian run?
Yeah.
Can the Latvian run?
I sure hope so.
He should seem like he sure hopes so too when they asked him this week.
I don't know much about that, but all I know is that when a man says he's going to do something, then he does it. Okay? And in order to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah, well,
so he better step it up and get on that court.
You seen them shoes, right?
I saw those shoes.
Them ugly shoes. Yeah, Kyrie said he got a little something for Lucky.
Those things were so broke and sad looking. I don't even know how to comment. They must have made that with the stuff they throw away from the alligator shoes that they make for me. So
he said something about dancing around on Lucky with them things.
He can dance like he's Fred Astaire, but at the end of the day, I don't care because me and my blonde hair are gonna go up into the stands and find Luka's mom, that little minx, and distract Luka from what he's trying to do, which is win that championship.
What are we doing with Luka's mom?
Have you seen Luka's mom?
Wait, such a quick
real sideways for a second.
Now that is a high-class woman right there, let me tell you.
Oh, man.
And every high-class woman needs a high-class man, and luckily Rick is that man.
Who's better, Kyrie or Tatum?
I mean,
who's
there's
better?
Only one answer. It's Tatum.
Come on, Rick.
Kyrie's pretty good.
I was not brought here by a great American hero so I could come out here and defend a bunch of cowboys and cowpokes. No. Rick is not here for that tonight. No. We're here to talk about Lucky.
I do gotta say, I'm a little excited for Kyrie. I don't know why. He's just kind of lovable right now. Playing like the big brother role, and like I know in the past there's been some things about him, and especially with Boston, but I'm kind of digging his vibe right now and what he's doing for his team. And dude,
yeah, it's something, man. It's like they write these scripts really well. They got us all
do.
siding in with him.
I will always have a hard time getting past the whole flat Earth thing with him.
I think a lot of people are forgetting about some of the other comments our friend Kyrie was making a couple of years ago. I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm just saying that he might have been talking a little out of sorts about a certain group of people that
Kyrie, but the flat Earth one is funny.
It is.
Like, because he just sounds
he
like
was so serious. He was like, it wasn't a joke. It was legitimate. Like, I believe the Earth is flat.
Bro, just take a spaceship. You got that money.
Those people are serious. It is not a theory to them. We are all idiots.
Which is stupid because people literally disprove it on Earth.
Well,
Rick's excited.
I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
Rick wants a parade.
Who's getting it?
Rick wants to get on Causeway Street.
Who's getting MVP of the finals?
Ooh,
Luka.
That's what I was going to say. Luka.
Best player.
I'll tell you my dark horse candidate. You're going to laugh.
Derek White.
I wouldn't. I think that someone who might just dig a little deeper than everybody else is my man Al Horford. Big Al has won many playoff games for us over the years.
You sound like
He's on the bench.
No, stop
He leaves. He goes to the crappy Sixers. He comes back. He plays. He does it all. He hit 7 threes the other night. Don't disrespect my man Al Horford.
Man, MVP.
So did
though?
Davis
That's
Bertans.
crazy
Hey,
for a guy that's
Andre
decrepit.
Iguodala won it on the first one with the Warriors. Kawhi Leonard won it with the Spurs. Anything is possible. If you don't believe me, ask those two guys right there. They yelled it on the parquet.
Kawhi Leonard was a young guy that was about to be a superstar.
Exactly. You also have to be good at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We shall see, boys. We shall see.
I'm going to give Horford 8.2 points per game.
Woo!
And that's generous. That's generous.
So when we meet next Tuesday, how many games deep are we?
We will be.
Is it 2 or 3?
2.
3, 2, 3.
I think it'll be 2. I think the first game's the 6th.
Yeah,
First game's
Thursday,
Thursday. First
Saturday.
game's the day this episode drops.
And then it'll probably be like Saturday or Sunday. And then it'll probably be like.
Game 3 is either going to be Monday or Tuesday that week, probably.
During recording is crazy.
I'm gonna bet on Wednesday.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap us up for today. Appreciate everybody being on here. Anthony, thank you for joining us, and thank you for the banter with Tony. That was great.
You guys want it? You guys want it real quick?
What?
Game 1 tomorrow night at 8:30.
Yeah.
Game 2 Sunday at 9. I mean at 8. And game 3 is Wednesday at 8:30.
Okay.
Steven, you immediately, same as me, without knowing what it might be, we're like, no, we don't want it.
I thought it was going to be Daniel Jones.
I told you I wasn't taking the bait. I got plenty of content for the NFC East podcast. Yeah, they play Wednesday, so we'll be 2 deep.
So just a quick shout out reminder: the baseball group will be starting up directly following after this one ends when the finals is over. Matt, who was not able to make it because Rick showed up today, is actually going to host that group for us. So I'm excited to see how that goes.
Awesome.
Mike, against his will, 3rd group in a row. We got a new guy to join the crew and the team. Lewis, he's going to represent Philly. So looking forward to that. We had our first team meet the other day.
Lewis is pretty cool despite being a Phillies fan.
Yeah. Seemed to show signs of promise, and Paul is as grumpy as usual, and demanded he wanted very specific things and isn't accepting anything else. And so looking forward for that.
So you got
Nature Boy has a question.
Yeah.
Spice things up and prove once again that the screw job is not it on Tony P. What if we also include a prediction for the finals MVP?
A bonus pick.
Ooh.
The leader wants to give everyone else a chance to catch up.
Woo!
Come on, Mike. This is your chance.
That's some Ric Flair confidence.
What are you gonna do? Make it 3 points,
Mike. Come on.
Yeah, like it should include odds. So like if I go with Anthony's Derek White prediction and I hit that, I overtake the competition for taking such a long shot player.
Hey, it's not even that long.
I don't think anybody's.
I like this idea. This is a great idea.
Yes. Somebody take Dante Exum. That'll be fun.
I'm taking Luca. I already said who I want.
I'm taking Luca's mom.
There's that dumb shit.
Yes, thank you. All I get to say it. There's that dumb shit. All right, we're out. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. We'll check you next time.
Have a good one.